What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are in Redding, California. I thought we were in Ukiah, or whatever the hell that was. Wherever we dropped off in our last episode is where we are right now. I traded a doubles trailer for a singles trailer, only because I wanted to try backing in for a second time. Perfect. Connected. We are going to... Where are we going to? Nope, that's not it. Wrong button. I forgot how to find out. Oh, we're going to Carson City. That's where we're going. Alright. It's hard to drive like this. Our truck makes a lot of noise when it goes over this thing. I hit him. Alright. Get back in our truck. I did bump up the brightness a little bit because it seemed a little bit too dark for it being morning time. So I bumped up the brightness. My settings are always on ultra, but the brightness was at about medium, so I bumped that up. But I did notice something a little strange was like the blinkers are just way too bright, and so when a vehicle's behind me, even in the daytime, their blinker blinks through my whole cab of the truck, which I don't understand, but we're just gonna have to work with it for right now. I don't really want to mess with any mods that's gonna mess anything up right now. I kind of like it the way it is currently. I like it the way it is. When I say that, I mean, like, I haven't had, knock on wood, any crashes or anything like that happen, so I want to keep it without it crashing or without any problems happening. Old car. Had there been a vehicle right there, that would suck, because then I would have to either slam on the brakes or hit him. I did check my mods in between the episodes, and I don't have any no damage mods installed, so I don't know how we didn't get any damage from hitting our trailer up against the Walgreens that we were at last. We also could have took a mobile barrier machine, and that would have been going to Ely, Nevada. I just didn't want to take that big old machine all the way over there. Whoa! I'm not paying attention. Oh, I have the map up. That's what's making me go crazy. Doesn't look that bad. Get off the phone, woman! I don't remember what key I hit to do that. 2? No, 3? 3. The number 3 key. Be traveling down. See, I don't remember going down. I don't remember recently going down any of these roads. I remember doing it when I first got the game, but recently I don't remember going down any of these roads. Any of these side roads, anyways. Hey, it's a camping place. But I always say that I want to play the game more and more and more and get back to my normal play of it. And yeah, I was sick when I first started playing this game. But, my doctors are always trying to get me to try new medicine, and that's what I was getting into my last episode with my diabetes. They gave me new insulin. The only problem was I started to have a lot of issues. I started going to the hospital a lot more. And I never knew that you can be allergic to insulin, but I was allergic to an insulin that I was taking. So it made me get an inhaler that I haven't. I've had asthma. I had asthma. Well, I guess you always have asthma, but mine went away for years and years. I mean, I had it when I was young. When I was a child, I was in the hospital all the time because I had asthma. But recently, up until I was probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6. And this is not me remembering. This is my people telling me that that's the last time I was on an inhaler, when I was around 5 or 6. And now that I'm on an inhaler again, that just seemed odd to me. I was having trouble breathing. And yeah, I know asthma can come back, and then the next week, I started having itching all over my body. I was just super itchy. So they gave me a pill that was really weird. I don't know what that was back there. A bunch of guys standing in a field. That's all I saw. Anyway, so I was itching all over the place. So doctor prescribed me with an anti-itch pill that would make it go away. Or I'd have to take one every single day. And then the next week came along and my leg got swollen, just one leg. I went to the hospital to make sure there's no blood clots. There's no blood clots, and they had no reason for it. They had no reason for it. And then I went to the doctor the next week for extreme or severe back pain. The doctors did a CT scan, an MRI, X-rays, all that stuff, and had nothing to tell me. Other than you have back pain and you should probably see a chiropractor or someone like that, or see your doctor for pain. Maybe you can relieve it with pain medicine. So 4 or 5 things started to happen. All happened within a few weeks. I didn't really think anything of my insulin. I just thought, because of my diabetes, I'm starting to have all these problems again. So then I did a little research on my insulin with the side effects of it, and I had about 9 side effects from that brand of insulin. I called my doctor, and of course I called him on a Friday. He probably won't get back to me until next week, but I'm obviously going to tell him all these things that I started taking an old brand of insulin, and it's still good, and the shelf life on it's until next year. So I started taking that one again. No more itching. I don't need the inhaler. The swelling of my leg went down. The back pain has gone away. I don't have this cough that I thought was from smoking cigarettes most of my life. Well, about 17 years of my life. The cough went away. So all these things went away in just about 2 days. So, and that was just from me looking up something and changing my own insulin. rather than listening to the doctors that put me on this insulin and didn't really think about or notice any side effects, rather than me noticing my own side effects. I told my endocrinologist, which is my diabetes doctor, about all these incidents that happened with the inhaler, with the leg swelling, with the going to the hospital for back pain, and all this stuff. And he couldn't put two and two together, yet I could simply figure it out by, my own. I think we got the wrong people working on this diabetes stuff. I think they need to go to school a little bit longer. If the patient can figure it out. I never knew anything about diabetes until I became a diabetic, and started to educate myself on it. Now I don't know everybody's case. I know myself. I can't, tell one of my friends. Well, I don't really know know any friends that have diabetes, but I know of uncles and aunts that have it, and they don't take their medication. But no diabetic wants to hear from another diabetic about things, so I just keep my mouth shut and let them figure it out on their own. I just like to figure out my own stuff. So this whole road we've been down, I don't think I've ever been down it before, because it's been a really windy road. There's like people like chilling on the side. I don't know those people. I think they look like they were like playing baseball or something, but just in the middle of nowhere. Now we got street lights up here. So going straight. 136, 2 hours, 29 minutes. 28. Still on the phone? Get off the phone, woman! They need to make another model of her not being on the phone. Like, just looking straight ahead or something. Looking at me, I don't know. So the only side effects I have with my current new insulin, which I already knew I was going to have problems with, was it makes me sweat a lot, which I don't like particularly, but I would pick that over the 9 other symptoms any day of the week. I hate being sick, but it's the way I lived my life for a while, so I'm just thankful that I'm alive rather than anything else, because I could not be around, I'm lucky enough to still be around and play all the games I want to play. A game I haven't played in a while was Far Cry 5. I bought that when it first came out. I played it I tried to record with it, but I got too many YouTube things on it about the music in it. It was kind of like Mafia 3, where you turn off the music and the music will still play. So I got too many copyright things. So I just decided, instead of trying to fight it, I'll just play the games that you guys like to watch me play. Mafia wasn't really a big hit. That's kind of like when I started gaming. Tomb Raider was when I started gaming. Mafia 3 was the first game I really started to play, or I started to record. And then 911 Operator came out with the Search and Rescue DLC for like $6.99, I think it is. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy it yet, but maybe it'll go on sale and it'll be half off or 25% off, and maybe I'll buy it. It doesn't really look like, all it is they give you, somebody calls in somebody being lost, or someone's child or adult or somebody with dementia is lost, and you gotta find them. You gotta find them specific area, they'll give you a bunch of little squares on the map, and you got to go through blah blah blah. No, sorry, that's like a stroke I just had. You got to go through every little square on the map and try and find them. So it just seems like a mod that could be an add-on to the game instead of making it a add-on that you got to purchase. Seeming that I thought I bought the yearly pass or the season pass, and it gave me all the other ones, but this one it wants me to purchase. Is what I'm trying to say. I keep annoying myself with putting my foot on the gas, letting go, putting my foot on the gas, letting go. I hate when people do that in real life. It bugs me so much. Going straight here. It bugs me so much when people do that in real life. You know, I'm rarely a passenger in somebody's vehicle, but if I am, and they drive like that, gas on, nope, off, gone, off, you know, that bugs me so much. What is the city over there? Where are we going? Carson City. Carson City! Isn't that like Con Air? That old movie about the plane. The cons on the plane. Where's our new train horn? Oh, there it is. Hey, that guy got pulled over. $63 miles. Jazzy Cat released a new traffic mod, but I have yet to put it in my game. I believe he's on like 4.7 now, so I haven't put it in my game yet. I did make a bunch of new trucks. I just got the Freightliner Classic back, the Classic XL, the one that I used for the over-the-top truck. So I might make another one of those. I don't know if it's going to be the over-the-top truck. I could just make my own truck. I don't know yet. I gotta first find the over-the-top skin, see if it still works, and then I can go from there. It's been so hot where I live. I mean, I'm sure it's hot all over the United States of America, but it's like been constantly between 95 and 105. So luckily I've had the air conditioner on, and so my computer's not overheating. I have a fan, a little fan blowing against it, so it's not constantly kicking on its own fan to, you know, so it doesn't overheat the graphics card or anything. So that's what I've been doing with that. If I didn't have the air conditioner on and I was playing the game, I'd have to have a bigger fan blowing around my computer so that the fan wouldn't be on so loud, or the fan wouldn't be so loud, or that you guys would be able to pick it up listening to the video, is what I'm trying to say. Get off the phone, woman! Gosh! That's a loud horn. Where's my other horn? I don't know where that came from. It might have came with the new version of this truck, the 379, 389 version 2.2. Because I've never had the train horn before. I thought it was something that you had to install on the truck itself. But now, Well, now that I've driven every single truck that I've had, even though they say 0 miles, they all have the train horn on them, which I think is weird. Well, not weird, but it's a mod that I don't know which, I don't know which mod it is, so I can't remove it if I wanted to. Not that I, would need to. These cars are flying. What's the speed limit? I'm only going 55 when I think the speed limit is 70 for us because we're not in California. Oh. Getting off here, Carson City. We can't go straight to Tahoe because we will hit the barrier that's not there. And I think the game got rid of those barriers too, because I don't see them anymore in the game. And I didn't remove any of the barriers because I didn't want to hit any of them. Wow, we're flying through the city. We're going right here? No, we're turning into Best Buy. Alright. Dead end. Oh wow, how are we gonna get in here? Go in a circle. Possibly. Possibly go in a circle. Couldn't come into this place backwards because the dead end was right there. Hope there's no car over here. Yeah, because the dead end is right there. I have to back up from the signal over there, from the stoplight. Alright. No, not R3. Stop it. Hold on. It's up against the wall, and there's a trailer next to it, so this should be awesome. And there's a trailer on that side as well. How great is that? Pull forward. I have to jackknife it in there. Once again. I don't know how this is going to work. Perfect. Can't see, I'm completely blind. Well, could try and go with it as long as it stops turning. Hit anything? Okay. lights are so bright. I don't know if I'm gonna make it around that. Let's see. Oh, I just hit that. Nope. Alright, let's try this again. Remember, we got trailer right. This is taking all my concentration. This spot is not as bad as the Walgreens spot. I'll say that much. Let's see. Go forward. I don't know what I want to do yet. If I go backwards, I'm going to have to pull forward about 7,000 times. Okay. Wrong way. Concentration is what? Real. Okay. We're good, right? Well, we're getting there. I shouldn't say we're good, because we're still way off. I think I'm gonna try to come at it again. Instead of trying to go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. This way. Let's see if I can get it over a little bit more. Yeah, the trailer's in its spot, but not the truck. You guys know how I like my truck and trailer to be straight. Well, for the most part. And this one's pretty tough. This one's taking all my words away. Alright. Let's see here. Which way? This way. Nope. Come on, airline. We got no air. Oh, that's fine. Both airlines are red, or orange. You know what? It's as good as it's gonna get. Great. That one was tough. Excellent. 272 miles, 6 hours, 33 minutes, 47.1 gallons consumed. Still level 35. I want to thank you all for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace out.